Superfight! What's up, guys? Welcome back to MLC TV, the YouTube home of Memory Lane Comics. We're doing Friday Night Superfight. Got Eric, Ben, Jason, myself. The way we're gonna do it this time is we're gonna pull a scenario card. Then we've got some hands that we've already dealt out. We're gonna pick our best option to play that scenario. So, fellas, let's see what we got. The scenario is fighters are riding giant Hannibals.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, this writes itself.
So it's two black cards, right? Or it's one black, one white.
One black, one white.
Okay.
Alright, so fighters are riding giant Hannibals. I've got Captain Kirk, and he's invisible.
Ooh, but
What do we have?
But quick question: is your Hannibal invisible?
Doesn't matter. I mean,
no, because if you're riding a Hannibal, I can see the Hannibal.
I'm not really worried about whatever he's got describing him, anyways, because it's Captain Kirk with riding a giant machine. I feel really good about my odds here.
Let's hear Ben's before we get into that.
I've got V from V for Vendetta,
Ooh.
and he's 3 stories tall.
Oh my
So
God!
you got to think about how big a giant robot is to have a 3-story tall V riding it. So I'm just saying my Hannibal is probably gonna be bigger than everybody else's.
Or it could be crushed by your V.
It could be, but I have Cthulhu, and I can take form of anything I touch.
A lot of things are off the table with the scenario.
Alright, well, I got the Pope, armed with a rocket launcher. You hurt the Pope, you go to hell. Do you want to risk it, guys?
Alright, so
I'm pretty sure I'm from hell.
We gotta add one more thing to
Cthulhu.
our sets here. Everybody pull a random card.
Ah, I'm into this.
Yeah.
All right, what you got? I've got jellyfish instead of hands.
Oh, that's
That's kinda,
sting me, ow though.
Am I dead? No.
Inside
No,
my
how
giant
though?
Hannibal.
I got unaffected by impact.
Ooh.
So you can't really punch me and hurt me, and I can't.
Well,
no
holy crap.
forceful blast will hurt me.
What, can I drown you?
Could you stab me? And yeah, could you?
I
stab
could
me?
drown you.
Could
There's
stab me
there's
and drown-
force to it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I assume I can be stabbed and drowned. But
I'm assuming-
I just
It'll
don't
still be
think
an
like
impact, though.
I don't know, because if I stab you, there's impact.
Drowning's not impacting that.
I'm pretty sure the Pope has infinite holy water, so he can drown you.
He can probably drown you.
And plus, he can clone himself, but each clone is half as smart as the previous, but the Pope has infinite wisdom, so...
God's leading
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pope. I don't think the Pope needs any brains. He's got
We have
it.
a bunch of Frankenstein popes running around.
Well, my Cthulhu, who can take the form of anything, is riding a hoverboard.
Right?
So that means my
Totally
Hannibal
rad
that I'm
anyways.
riding is on a hoverboard. So my Hannibal's a little
But
faster
does it
than
though?
everybody
I don't know.
else's.
They're riding. Fighters are riding giant Hannibals.
You're hovering above
Does
the
my
Hannibal's head.
does my Hannibal have jellyfish for hands? Because I like that better than my Kirk having jellyfish for hands.
I think your Kirk has jellyfish for hands, which means you can't get to your phaser.
It doesn't matter.
You're pretty useless with jellyfish hands.
Kirk is a captain. He's
a
got.
captain of what?
You can assume
the
there's
Hannibal?
a crew
This
inside
time,
the giant robot Hannibal.
No, but you got Captain Kirk. You didn't get Star Trek.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, it's not a robot Hannibal. It's just a giant
Yeah.
Hannibal.
And
It's
plus
just a
your
giant
Kirk is-
person Hannibal.
That's
Yours
true.
is giant. None of ours is giant.
You have to remember your Kirk
Okay,
is...
so are we
all
like
the
riding on
Hannibals
top
are
of the
giant. Mine's just
shoulder of a
Oh,
giant
yours
Hannibal?
is extra big.
Are we like riding on top of a shoulder of a giant Hannibal?
Hey,
I've got jellyfish
you're
hands.
you're holding onto a strand of hair
So
with a whip.
what
just-
I'm gonna guess I'm gonna do to Ben is I'm gonna take the form of his Hannibal, and then when he's riding me, go underwater and drown him.
But V is not only one of the smartest people and like
Politically.
tactically
Depends on who you
and
ask.
tactical genius,
If you ask
He is.
hipsters.
but
maybe.
he's also a phenomenal fighter. He's 3 stories tall, and he's riding a Hannibal that has to be bigger
But
than y'all's Hannibal.
Isn't Cthulhu about 3 stories tall? He's a giant beast.
Cthulhu's enormous. He's way bigger than
Yeah.
3 stories tall.
So I'm really big, and how does V do against magical beast?
Wonderfully.
With daggers?
His name's V.
Can
I
we get
like
back on-
V. I'm
can
not
we get back on the
disagreeing with
subject
you.
Of Captain Kirk, strategic genius, the only one to ever beat the.
Yeah, but you can't even
what's the
touch it. You
program?
can't even use your radio.
But
You
you,
jellyfish
Kobayashi-
hands.
Are you talking about
Kobayashi-
he cheated on that test.
It doesn't
did.
matter. He figured it out.
you
So-
guys are all forgetting Kirk is super sad about Leonard Nimoy dying today, guys.
Aw, let's take a moment for that.
Yeah, that's actually kind of too soon, Jake. Not cool.
Yeah, man.
For picking Kirk.
Yeah.
So
My Pope sentences you for hell for that bad taste.
All right, final.
I think Kirk's out of the
final
equation.
argument.
I think Kirk is out of this.
Why don't you
equation.
argue for Cthulhu and not
Because
against
Cthulhu
Kirk?
argues for
we're
himself.
not arguing against him. We're arguing for your final argument.
Captain Kirk, jellyfish for hands. If you get up close to him, he's just gonna sting the hell out of you. He's also invisible, so he's on top of his handle. You have no idea. You can't pinpoint a shot on this guy. He's just cruising around. He's a tactical genius. I feel like I like my odds. He's used to driving this ginormous Enterprise. He's now riding
He doesn't
an
drive
enormous
it, though.
Hannibal. Man, do your thing. Argue for the Pope, please.
No, Ben, it's your argument. It's your turn.
Okay. When you say that he's the best tactical genius,
Again.
he's not.
He's not.
V
Picard's
is
the better
V is the best tactical genius on this. I mean,
Yeah.
Kirk beat a computer program. V took down an entire nation. He brought the nation to.
nation?
He brought the nation to its
Pope
the
beat the
government.
devil.
He brought the English government to its knees in a
Just
matter of
some douchey old English dudes.
of months.
We can
He's
all
3
take down
stories
those guys.
tall. So how big are the knives he's throwing?
Those are pretty big.
All of Cthulhu's tentacles would just be cut off immediately.
I'd be catching them.
Again, argue for your guy, please.
I'm arguing why mine would beat someone else's. I didn't say
Eric, your argument.
and he's unaffected by impact. I'm just saying.
The impact
Anybody,
is hard to
really
beat.
anybody
game
hitting
changer.
him,
That's a game changer.
Because-
he's just gonna be like, nah, that's not.
But he's not unaffected. He's not affected by it. But his Hannibal is.
But he'd be okay
He
without
got
the
his
Hannibal.
He'd be okay because he's 3 stories tall.
I have a rocket launcher. I could shoot to the left of your guy, and then just the burn and the heat and the explosion will get to you.
Ooh, so you're. I think with your rocket launcher, if he doesn't take impact, the rocket launcher's out.
I'm just saying the immediate effect around.
But that would
the
be
explosion.
impact.
And I mean, how many times did he get shot in that one scene? And
I mean,
he
what
still,
Oh, dude, he
and
got
still
shot a
walked
lot. He
miles
gets shot
under
a
yeah,
lot.
he did get shot.
I've never seen that movie, so
Good
Oh,
Lord, Jason.
mhm.
It's like-
I like good movies.
He's
So
a
is this?
comic
I'm gonna go with
Whoa.
you have Battle Pope, not the Pope.
What if I have the space?
Does it say
Pope
Battle
for
Pope?
It says the
This is
Pope.
the
It's pretty
Pope.
specific. If it was just Pope,
You're right.
we would argue
Oh,
that.
you want to argue yours,
Eric?
and then we'll get to my Pope?
I mean, I think I'm bigger than V. I think I'm a mystical creature, so I don't think human weapons are going to hurt me in any shape or form. Honestly, I could take the form of V if I want to, and then V's going to have to fight himself. That's going to be pretty fun. And I ride a hoverboard.
You can take his form on.
And I don't know if you guys have seen Back to the Future, but hoverboards...
They're pretty freaking sweet.
And now, if I don't have the power hoverboard, I can't go on water. So we will have a little bit of trouble there. They ain't got enough power. So I'm gonna go. I think I've got the upper hand here. I think Cthulhu is an ultimate card to have in this deck.
Well, I've got the Pope. I've got an infinite army of clone popes.
They're pretty dumb.
No. The Pope has infinite wisdom. Don't forget that. You can't
Ah.
cut infinite by half. He's got the rocket launcher, and he's got billions and billions of followers.
What about half infinite?
I like your argument, but I think
quarter.
we can all agree that Jason loses off the bat.
Yeah,
And I don't
Jason,
like your
Side of the
statistic
table.
that there's billions and billions of followers of the Pope. I don't think there's billions and billions of
There
Catholics.
have to be. Logically.
Well, you heard us. Catholics, phone in.
Yeah.
I want to hear.
All right. Well, our arguments have been made. I think that that'll wrap up this week's super fight.
Yeah.
It's up to you, the viewer. Pick the winner. We want to hear your best argument to why you think that too. But yeah, one of you lucky guys is gonna win a really cool prize.
Next week,
Yeah, vote for V.
If you don't vote Pope, you're going to hell.
Cthulhu.
Remember Captain Kirk.
Space Pope.
Captain Kirk's still alive. It was Nimoy. It was
I know.
Spock.
I know. I was trying not to.
Now,
On that sad note, we'll see you guys next time
Later on,
on
guys.
MLC TV.